Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we would be recapping a movie titled Split. It is an American horror movie produced in the year 2016. Spoilers alert, stay calm and enjoy. A man, Kelvin, has 24 different personalities. One of his personality is Dennis. In the first scene, it was Claire's birthday party. They had invited everyone in school and Marcia, one of her classmates, was stranded and her cab couldn't come. She wanted to take the bus but Claire's dad opted to drop her at home. The others entered the car, while Claire's dad was at the car booth to drop Claire's gifts in the car. Suddenly he saw Dennis. Dennis drugged him and entered inside the car. Inside the car, Dennis entered the car to drive instead of Claire's dad. Claire and Casey told him it seems he found the wrong car. Dennis sprayed them, dozed to sleep, and they both slept. Casey tried to open the door and she was sprayed too. He kidnapped them all. They all woke up locked up in an underground room with only a toilet. Dennis came inside, picked Claire up to follow him out. While Claire was struggling with him, Casey told her to pee on herself. Dennis took her out, but when she peed, Dennis brought her back in. Dr. Fletcher, a doctor who treats and helps patients with multiple disorders. One of her patients, Barry. Barry is one of the personalities that live in Kelvin's body. Barry visited her and showed her his sketches. She appreciated it and asked him why he visited. She felt something was off about him. He asked if there is another person to take care of them if she dies. She told him people now care about them. Dr. Fletcher's patients have a personality disorder. Their brain creates several personalities for them and they can change to different images in their brain. At the underground rooms where the girls are kept, Claire tried to motivate them to fight Dennis. While Casey thinks it would be useless to attack a person who can carry them all without lifting his fingers, she believes attacking him would only hurt them. Claire said she trained in karate and she can fight. While there, Casey remembered how her dad was training her how to shoot a gun. While the girls were in the room, they heard footsteps and heard a person talking with Dennis. It was Patricia. Patricia is one of the personalities Dennis had. Patricia told Dennis he shouldn't forget they are scared food and he shouldn't hurt them. The girls shouted that they are in the room. They had a glimpse of hope as they saw the person open the door to enter the room. They were in shock when they realized the person who entered the room was also Dennis. Patricia told them not to be afraid as she would ensure Dennis doesn't hurt them and she would save them from Dennis. Dr. Fletcher tried to convince another doctor that her patient's condition really exists, that they don't suffer from a mood disorder, but they have multiple personality. The doctor told her, it can't be proved as they aren't supernatural being or something. With the girl, Dennis entered their room and told them he won't hurt them again, as Patricia had reminded him why they were there. That night, while the girls were asleep, they woke up and saw another personality of Dennis, named Hedwig. Hedwig told them a person is coming to hurt them, and the person is very scary. Casey asked Hedwig how old he was and Hedwig told her he is 9 years old. Hedwig told her he wasn't the one that kidnapped them and the one that kidnapped them isn't around. Casey felt she could manipulate him, so Casey called him nearer and told him they aren't the ones Dennis wanted, that Dennis wanted to hurt Hedwig and that was why he kidnapped them so they can help her hurt Hedwig. Hedwig believed Casey, but he was confused because he didn't fight with Dennis. They told him they heard Dennis and Patricia talking about how they would hurt him. And the only solution is if Hedwig tells them the way to escape so they can all escape together. Hedwig rejected that offer, told them he only stole the light from Dennis for a little while and he has to return it before it was late. He told her they had to work hard to ensure that the place they were is safe. After which Hedwig left their room and locked the door. Hearing that, there was hard work done to ensure the place is safe. The girls tried to find out where they were, so they keep hitting all the walls and ceiling. Claire hit one part of the ceiling and saw it was a covered way out. She asked the others to watch out for her. She tore off the paper used to cover the way, and removed the iron used to cover it. As at this time, Dennis had arrived, he pushed the girls out of the door. Claire jumped through the way out and found a route. He hid in one of the wardrobes over there. Dennis came to meet her there and told her to come out. When she came out, Dennis told her she had dirtied her wares and asked that she removed her sweater. He isolated Claire from the other girls and sealed back the way out. Dr. Fletcher was taking a lecture about patients like Dennis who had dissociative identity disorder. She lectures them about how identities can steal the light at the same time. She talked about one of her experiences with a patient when suddenly both hands were writing at the same time and were writing different things. Barry visited Dr. Fletcher again. This time, Dr. Fletcher could suspect it wasn't Barry that visited her but one of the other 23 personalities who lives in Kelvin's body. She thinks it is Dennis. She tried to convince him he was Dennis, but Dennis and Patricia had been banned from taking the light because of their belief, so she tried to ask Barry if he was Barry or Dennis. It was Dennis, but Dr. Fletcher accepted his claim that he was Barry. With the girls, Marcel also tried to escape and Dennis kept her in a separate room. So the three girls are in different rooms. One night Hedwig came to visit Casey in her room. He told her how they all share the light, before Barry gets to decide who takes the light, but they had the power to take the light at any time, and that's why Dennis and Patricia thinks he should be in their group. He told them about the Beast, the 25th personality who wants to take over Kelvin's body. He said Dennis and Patricia thinks the Beast exists and wants him to take over the body. The next morning, Dennis visited Dr. Fletcher again pretending to be Barry, but Dr. Fletcher caught his lies and he opened up to her. He told her he, Patricia and Hedwig, took charge so they can protect Kelvin, as the others are too calm to protect Kelvin. She told him the Beast doesn't exist, that the Beast is an illusion and they should stop believing he exists. That day, Hedwig took Casey to his room. In the room, Casey found a walkie-talkie and tried to use it to communicate with the outside world. Hedwig got angry and attacked her. Hedwig took her to her room. With a candle, he told her he was doing a possession for her and Dennis would explain the meaning of the possession at night. When Dennis took the light, Dennis told her about the Beast, that the Beast is coming that night and the Beast is the highest form of human evolution. And they would be lucky to stay in the presence of such creature. One of the identities sent multiple mails to Dr. Fletcher telling her they need help and she should help them. So she came to their home and met Dennis at the gate. Dennis had a meeting with the Beast and wanted to meet him. He told Dennis she got a mail and she thinks she needs to help. She encouraged Dennis to open up to her. She asked to enter the home. When he entered, Dennis told her about when his identity first entered Kelvin and how Kelvin's mom treated him so badly. He told her he lied when he said he hadn't met the Beast, that he lied. He had met the Beast and the Beast isn't human. The Beasts believe they are extraordinary. And the Beast is the 24th identity. Dr. Fletcher asked Dennis who he wanted to go meet, but he didn't reply. She realized his beliefs had gone too far and she asked him to visit her the next day. She wanted to leave. While she was by the door, she heard sounds, so she told Dennis she wants to use the toilet. She passed through one of the rooms and she heard sounds again and opened the door. She saw Claire. She sobbed. Dennis met her there and sprayed her drugs so she slept off too. Dennis laid her down to meet the Beast. Dennis left the house, went to a train station, and entered an empty train. Inside the train, he turned into the Beast. The dogs around barked as they knew something not human was around them. All this while, the girls were all looking for a way to escape. Casey, on the other hand, was watching the journal of the identities on their laptop and she was terrified. The Beast ran back home. When he arrived home, he went straight to the room Dr. Fletcher was kept. When Dr. Fletcher gained consciousness, she had written a note down. When the Beast got to her, he thanked her for helping them till now. He went near her and broke her into pieces. Dr. Fletcher died. After Casey finished watching the video, she took the keys and went to some of the other rooms. The first room she opened, she saw the Beast eating Claire and Marcel. She ran out of the room, opened another room where she saw the note Dr. Fletcher wrote down. The note said to call his name Kelvin Wendell Crumb. So when the Beast approached Casey, Casey shouted his name and he went back to his identity. Kelvin learned that he hadn't been in control of himself for about 2 years. He was terrified when he learned of the evil he had done. He told Casey he had a shotgun he bought years before and she should take the shotgun and kill him before he does more evils. Immediately Kelvin got control. All the other identities fought for control. Barry got control and tried to comfort Casey to calm down. Hedwig took the light from Barry and gave the light back to Patricia. Casey thought she could call out Kelvin back, but Patricia told her Kelvin had been taken far away, and even if she calls him over and over again he wouldn't wake. Casey struggled to take the shotgun and took some ammunition. She ran away while Patricia was trying to change back to the Beast. She escaped into a tunnel. She was able to shoot the Beast twice before she ran out of bullets. The Beast wanted to attack her, but when he was the signs on her stomach, injuries which she sustained from her uncle and her guardian after her dad's death. He allowed her to be, saying she is different because she is pure and holy. So she should rejoice. The next morning, Casey was seen by a man and they called the police to rescue her. The police entered the apartment and took out the corpse of Claire, Marcel, and Dr. Fletcher. Concluding the movie, Patricia, Dennis, and Hedwig discuss happily about the Beast and talked about how he is going to change the world. At a restaurant, where the news of Kelvin was being shown, a lady remembered another victim of DID. She forgot his name and was reminded by another man. His name was Mr. Glass. Thank you for staying with us. I hope you enjoyed the recap. Please remember to subscribe to our channel so you would know when the next recap is being posted. See you next time.